We all have a past, some good, some bad. The question is, what are we willing to do to heal from the trauma and pain from our past? Justin Bieber admitted his past is filled with trauma and scars, and the only way he could enter into a healthy marriage relationship with his wife Hailey was by experiencing serious healing. If you're currently engaged and thinking about getting married, this video will be of value because I'll be discussing 3 lessons that we all can learn from Justin's interview and how you can apply the lessons to your current relationship. Lesson number 1 is to fully commit to your emotional and mental healing. Although no one is perfect and we will always have things to work on, you must be committed to the process and set goals for yourself. I would also encourage you to have a friend who's healthy enough to speak life into you and be the encouragement that you need. Justin stated in the interview that Hailey saw his heart through it all once they got married. She also revealed that healing is a process. Many people think that change comes overnight. They also often have a victim mentality and blame other people for their emotional instability. I'm not stating that all our trauma and pain is self-inflicted, but I am saying that we must all come to terms with our own shortcomings and commit to living a more prosperous life. This is so important to having a healthy relationship and a balanced life. Hailey also stated that there was a lot of work that I didn't even know was going on because I wasn't part of it. This further shows that while committing to yourself that you will make the choice to heal is critical. It's about endurance and knowing that your hard work will eventually pay off. Another important lesson and takeaway from the interview is that your faith and spiritual maturity plays an important role in your personal growth. Bieber is a Christian and has professed several times about his dependence on Christ to give him strength. I completely agree with this because as a fellow Christian and believer in Christ, I know how important having a higher power is to gaining clarity and freedom. I encourage each and every one of you to establish a personal relationship with Christ because if so, your life will never be the same. Bieber said that he recalls nights in the past where he would spend his time journaling his prayers to God about meeting his future wife. I also think the idea of what marriage means and the significance and the seriousness of that and just making that commitment is really a step of faith, he added. In my opinion, it really takes a strong faith in God in order to endure the trials and tribulations of life and relationships. Many people try to go about life and relationships on their own, but are unfortunately deceived. There are no shortcuts to maturity. The road to recovery is often long and uncomfortable, but it's definitely worth the fight in the end. Lesson 3 is that you cannot change someone. They must be willing to heal and grow for themselves. This goes back to my first point when it comes to an individual taking the necessary actions to turn their lives around. No time in a relationship did you hear Hailey state that her goal was to change or fix Justin, nor did Justin state that Hailey was focused on changing him. Unfortunately, many people have the mindset that they're going to change their partner and look at the relationship as a project. They're so focused on what the other person needs to do rather than working on themselves to become a better person. I'm not saying that your partner cannot encourage you or hold you accountable to get better, but they cannot ultimately make the change for you. There's a big difference between coming alongside someone you love and wanting the best for them as opposed to holding them hostage and controlling every aspect of their lives. To me, this type of control is similar to a parent-kid relationship, which does not work well when 2 adults are in a relationship leading towards marriage. Again, we all have things to work on. I wanted to bring to light a few things that I gathered from the interview with Justin and his wife in hopes that it would be relatable to you all. If you find yourself struggling to heal personally or there's complications currently in your relationship, I've extended a free 1-hour breakthrough session for you. Please email me directly at lifecoachjscott@gmail.com. Also, the 2 videos on the screen will be of value because I'll be discussing 3 big signs that he will never marry you and how to date with confidence, so definitely be sure to check these out. Thanks for your support, be safe, and I can't wait to hang out with you on the next video.